It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I got two people to thank for today's beer. The first one for buying the beer and sending it to Daniel Bale was Lee W. Thank you very much, Lee. Prominent home brewer in the Leeds area. Back in October 2021, I went up to Leeds. Yeah, it was Huddersfield. It was Huddersfield. Went up to Huddersfield with John from Lord's Brewing Company, and we made our way over to Leeds. We had an afternoon in Leeds, having a few beers, having fun. We put it out on social media. We told people we were coming. We met Hopsine, we met Lee W, and there's a couple of people who kind of come along and met us and had a drink with us. We went to a few of the bars in Leeds, the classic old pub in Leeds, one of the oldest, or the oldest pub in Leeds, like a long bar. You have to get to it through like a lane. Beautiful, right in the centre of Leeds, beautiful place. We went to North Bar, we went to, there was another bar in Leeds as well. Anyway, I'm going to get to this in a moment, because Wilde, another Leeds brewing company. This is their Imposter Infiltrator American Pale Ale at 4.2% ABV. I'll carry on with my story in a moment. I think first and foremost, the channel has always been about getting that beer in the glass as quick as possible. You didn't come here, did you, for me to bang on about my old war stories about going up to Leeds and going over to Huddersfield and going over to Liverpool. I'm sure it's okay for a bit of a side talk as the beer's being poured and looked at and stuff, but yeah, let's get on with let's get on with what we're kind of good at and just getting that beer slammed out into the glass. We got a 2-finger white head. It's a hazy. Oh, I almost said straw. I'm going to say very light amber. Light amber, good carbonation, hazy looking beer. The other person I wanted to say thank you to, I mentioned him just now, was Daniel Bale. So Lee W from Leeds sent it down to Daniel Bale, who then met me in Barry Town Centre, and Daniel Bale gave me the beers. And they've been terrific, honestly. They've been terrific, because I'm sure the guys at Wild Child don't mind. But my first experience with a Wild Child beer was from Morrison's, and I really didn't like it. And human nature, human brain, like when you try something for the first time and you don't like it, it can make you kind of just go on the back foot a little bit, and it can make you go, why would they have put that in Morrison's and so forth and so forth and blah 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 blah. So what you've got to kind of overcome with your brain is to say, give this company and give these beers another chance. And I'm so pleased. I've had about 3 or 4 of these beers now from Lee W, and I'm so pleased I give this brewery another chance, because they have been terrific. I drank a pale ale the other day from Wild Child, and I said on the video, this is the best pale ale I've had in donkey's years. Donkey's years. It was so good, so good. So here we are, like loving Wild Child now. Like flipping that kind of not sure initial not liking the beer into kind of a love affair with Wild Child comes down to one of my subscribers on YouTube who have said, give it a go, carry on drinking it. So here we are, aroma. I'll get back into my story in a bit where we were in Leeds, because it was that company that made all the hexagons on the beer cans. Remember the hexagons, and I'll because I couldn't remember the name of the bar we went to in Leeds. Oh, what are they blooming called? Saltaire, not Salt. They're owned by Saltaire Brewery. Oh, anyway, it'll come to me. It's slowly coming. My margarine brain is slowly kind of melting onto the butter. Aroma. Smells good. Smells really good. I'm picking up grapefruit, orange peel and lemon. Oh yeah. Smells fantastic. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Salt. Salt. You're all screaming, salt, salt. I know you are. We went to the salt bar in Leeds. That's another terrific beer. That's another terrific beer by Wilde. That really is. It's got a bloomin'... Yeah, it's an American pale ale at 4.2% ABV. And the difference from the oatmeal pale ale that I had like a week or two ago from Wilde is that this has got a prominent bitterness. This is like, oh, have a bit of that kind of American West Coast bitterness in your face. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's a bit of a hack back, really. A bit of a kind of a... Maybe it's the return. Because I've had a few of these West Coast pale ales and IPAs lately that have brought back the bitterness. Maybe we've kind of stepped over that finally. I mean, it's been years, haven't it? We've gone past that kind of New England IPA craze that everybody was knowing and loving, including myself. But it's nice to have the great thing about beer is the variety of beer, the amount of different styles and stuff out there there's hundreds of beer styles out there. And the American pale ale with that smashing bitterness on the back end is personally one of my favourites. And Wilde has done a great job here. Passion fruit mango, and then you get that's in the middle, and then you get that kind of smashing grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange bitterness on the back end. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Very drinkable as well. It's got a really nice kind of drinkability to it. It's very refreshing beer. So they've smashed another really good beer out here, Wilde. Some breweries watch, some breweries don't. I know that because I get emails from breweries. I had an email yesterday from a brewery in Seoul, Souel or Seue. Seoul, that's Korea, isn't it? And they were saying, we really want you to try our lager. So they're sending me their lager from Korea. So there's breweries who do watch. And then there's breweries that don't watch. But that's fine. I had a conversation back last year with a brewery from Newcastle. Where they basically told me that in the UK, you had a bit of a laughing stock type of thing. And I was like, oh, there we are. And... why did, what was the story now? Why did one of the breweries in York invite me up there and to see their new brewing facility and stuff, you know, it shouldn't be allowed. And well, for whatever reason, I'm standing here, I've been promoting beer for 12 years. I'm not a sommelier. I don't wish to be a sommelier. I don't need letters after my name. I've drunk 8,000 beers. I don't need that. I think maybe it's that kind of closed network of only some brewers in the UK where you've got to be like this kind of, you've got to have letters after you. You've got to be a sommelier or something to be able to be recognised. But that's okay. That's really okay. Because this brewery's in Seoul and Korea and Australia and also sending me beer all the time. So thank you very much for the international recognition rather than just the small bubble that is the UK. Anyway, I've gone off on a tantrum again, haven't I? or tandem. Got off on a tandem. It was, yeah, where were we? Salt. We were in Salt, and we were drinking beer in Salt. And then after that, it all got a bit fuzzy. I ended up on a train back to my hotel. Slept up in the morning, over to Liverpool, to Glenaverick. We did the live feed from Glenaverick. But anyway, the whole point of that big story was the fact that I met people on YouTube up in Leeds, which was a fabulous time. And these guys are based in Leeds. That was the kind of tie-in, the loose ends of the story. I'm going to rate this now. Imposter Infiltrator. It's a blooming good beer. It's a blooming good beer. I like that beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows. It's really good. Proper American Pale Ale. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.